Welcome to the 2022 Raptor Research Foundation Grants and Awards presentation. This year, we're very excited to present the first grants in our Wings to Fly program. In 2019, at the Fort Collins meeting of the Raptor Research Foundation, Munir Virani, who was then on our board and was also on the staff of the Peregrine Fund, challenged the Raptor Research Foundation to raise $10,000 to support travel awards for students and Raptor researchers coming from overseas to attend the joint meeting of the Raptor Research Foundation at the Peregrine Fund at what was to be the 50th anniversary of the founding of the Peregrine Fund. Well, that was supposed to be in fall of 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020. So while we raised the money for those grants, we were unable to spend it in 2020. We deferred the program to 2021. The Peregrine Fund raised an additional $35,000 for the project. And then once again, the joint meeting had to be canceled because of COVID. So we inherited this year a nest egg of over $30,000, which we will be using to keep the Wings to Fly program going for at least 4 years. This year, we granted 4 travel awards to researchers coming from Hungary, Mongolia, Indonesia, and Argentina. Unfortunately, Bold Bat Bayar, who would have traveled to our meeting this fall, was unable to get a visa in time. So he has deferred his presentation until next year's Raptor Research meeting in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our other 3 recipients of the Wings to Fly travel grants are here. The first we will announce received a $2,500 travel award. Ulises Balza traveled from southern Argentina to present his work on the abundance and breeding success as weak indicators of the status of an endemic species, genomic differentiation among the most important global populations of the striated Caracara Falcobinus australis. Our second recipient, who also received a $2,500 travel award, is Zara Diderale. Zara is here to present her paper on the awareness of environmental legislation as a deterrent for wildlife crime, a case with Maasai pastoralists, poison use, and the Kenya Wildlife Act. Our third recipient of the Wings to Fly travel grants received a $2,000 award. Marton Horvath will be presenting a paper describing his research on 42 years of simultaneous increase in population size and fecundity within an eastern imperial eagle population. When will density dependence play its role? We'd like to thank Andre Bota and his Wings to Fly grant committee, who had to work their way through over 30 excellent applications to come up with the 4 best. And we're very excited that 3 of those researchers are here at the meeting and look forward to meeting Bold Bat Bayar next year. Jennifer Colson is going to lead the presentation talking about this year's awards and grants winners.
So I wanted to just say that, first of all, I think the awards and grants are something that's really important that Raptor Research provides. And the cost of research is not getting any cheaper, and funds are harder and harder to find. And so it's really important that we offer these small grants that can provide research in Latin America and Africa and the global system. And we're accepting donations. So please keep that in mind. If you know of a source that we could go to for more funds, we would like to increase award amounts and consider creating new awards too. So let's go to the grants and awards we have today. The Dean Abbott Memorial Grant. Dean Abbott is the former Lamont Curator of Birds at the American Museum of Natural History, the president of the AOU and the Linnaean Society, and author and co-author of 400 publications plus. The award is designed to assist researchers that are studying the distribution and systematics of raptors. And the Dean Abbott Grant Award goes to Matthias A. Giafant. Testing patterns and mechanisms of differential migration by age during the non-breeding season in 3 hawks of the genus Geranoaetus. And obviously he is not holding Geranoaetus, but anyway. An interesting year because we have a tie. And so there were 2 awards of the Dean Eminent Grant. I'm not sure that that's happened before. And so the other winner, wait for it, Neil Paprocki. The effects of diet on rough-legged hawks and migration distance. And this is not a rough-legged hawk, but he was old. Then we have the Michel Pinocchio Memorial Grant. This is a new award in memory of Dr. Michel Pinocchio, who passed away recently. This is an annual award of £1,500, and it will support young researchers that are studying raptor migration or conservation in Western Europe. These were Michel's passions in his studies of birds of prey. The award was made possible by a generous donation from Michel's parents, Patrizia Bonelli and Giuseppe Panuccio. Very excited to have this new award. And the Michel Pinocchio Memorial Grant goes to an award of £1,500. It's awarded to Jason Gregg. His work is the use of bioacoustic monitors to measure gunshots at migratory bottlenecks in Lebanon. Then we have the Oscar Biangolia Memorial Grant. Oscar devoted his life to the study of raptors in his native Peru, as well as in Ecuador, Mexico, Panama, and the US, and throughout the Americas. He nurtured a lifelong passion for peregrine falcons and monitored active nest sites. And he worked with the Peregrine Fund, the Huaco Raptor Breeding Facility, and the Falcon Research Group in Southern Cross Peregrine Project. The Oscar Biangolia Research Award provides financial support for field research and conservation on raptors in Latin America, including the Guianas and the Caribbean. My old friend. The Oscar Biangolia Memorial Grant Award this year, an award of $2,000, goes to Myra Natalia Para Salazar. Her work is community baseline for the knowledge of the populations of Spizaetus isidori and the treatment of the conflict with farmer communities in Western Antioquia in Colombia. And if you're not familiar, you know, black and chestnut eagle, it used to be the Isidore. So anyway, that's her very threatened species that she's working on. And then we have the Stephen R. Tully Memorial Grant. This grant is given to support research and conservation of raptors, especially for students and amateurs with limited access to other funding. The award was given in memory of Steve Tully, who is a young raptor biologist who lost his life in an automobile accident in 1978. And the award winner is Dakota Vaccaro, and she is not holding a raptor. It's okay though. It's a really good picture of her, and maybe that will evolve into a raptor one day. Her work is response of medium and large raptor species, richness and abundance to woodland habitat modification by African savanna elephants. Congratulations, Dakota. Then we would like to thank the chairs and all the volunteers on these committees, because it's really a job to go through all the proposals and rank them and have discussions when there are ties. And so anyway, the Amadin Award is chaired by Isabel Caballero, and the Panuccio Award by Tangier Nygaard. And the Biangolia Award is chaired by Nico Arcilla. And the Tully Award is chaired by J.F. Therian.
The results are just in on the Leslie Brown Memorial Grant. We got this last night. So this is an award for research in the field in Africa, studying African birds of prey. And the winner of this year's award is Papani by Sase in Sierra Leone. His project will be a first assessment of the status of the hooded vulture population in Sierra Leone. This year, we're giving out over $20,000 worth of grants and travel awards. So we're really excited about that. Now we're going to student awards.
Thanks very much. Yeah, so the William Anderson Memorial Award was set up in memory of Bill Anderson, who passed away in a canoeing accident while doing peregrine surveys. And it's set up for the best student oral and student presentations at the conference. And this year was another year of close calls. Everybody did very well. We were really impressed with all the presentations, both posters and presentations. So I'd just like to thank Mike Colopy, Julie Garvin, and Libby Mojica for doing the presentation judging, and Denver Holt, Trisha Miller, and Chuck Priestley for doing the posters. So we'll first do the poster award, and this one goes to Megan Beatty, PhD. Megan Beatty, who presented a poster on snag density and stand age, explaining occupancy and reproduction of southeastern American kestrels. So congratulations, Megan. And the presentation award, again, very challenging to judge. Everybody did super well. This goes to Michael Academia, and it's doing increases net success and productivity of ospreys in the lower Chesapeake.
The James R. Copeland Travel Award is given to 6 students that are the senior authors and presenters of a paper or poster that's presented at the RRF meeting and for which travel funds are requested. We have, I believe, 6 people that we're awarding. The first one is to Philip Cavarerius, and another one goes to Diego Gallego Garcia. And this is another friend of mine, Stacy Anobi. Yeah, get up there. And another one to Matthew Dallas and Natasha Murphy and Brooke Poplin. So there you have it. Congratulations, everybody.
And thanks to the chairs, Lisa, Jim Harper, and Guy Rondeau for organizing and going through all of the applicants for the Brown Award and watching the excellent papers and posters to make those hard decisions to give out the Anderson Awards.